Welcome to today's episode. Speak like a pro. Improve your pronunciation and develop the British accent. That is today's episode about. Yeah, everyone. Welcome back to this episode. You will enjoy it. SSNAIR voices. And here we learn how to master English language to perfection. This podcast will help you how to speak English with clarity, confidence, and impact. I'm a host, and today we are diving into the fascinating topic how to improve the pronunciation and develop a natural British accent. Friends, it is the last word that I told, the compound word British accent. That is what is this episode about. Now I want to say this from the beginning. That is, British accent is not about imitating a movie character or forcing yourself to sound like someone else. It's about learning correct pronunciation, mastering the rhythm and the melody, and shaping your speech patterns so that they sound more smooth, more clear, and more natural. Of course, I'm also not into that perfection. I'm trying to do it and teaching you to how to do it. So in this episode, I'll give you five techniques as usual, how to improve your pronunciation with practical exercises that you can try immediately. So by the end of this episode, this session, you understand exactly how to train your pronunciation, what to listen for, how to build a Polish British sound. So let's get comfortable and begin without much ado. The technique number one, master the music of British English, that is, the intonation and rhythm. British English is not about individual sounds, it is the rhythm. It's not about one to word, but it's the rhythm that makes it recognizable. Think of speech like music. British intonation is smoother, more controlled, and often falls at the end of sentences. Intonation is the rise and the fall. So let's listen to the difference. A American speaker might say, "Are you going to the party?" "I'm going to the party," with a rising tone. A British speaker often says, "Are you going to the party?" "Are you going to the party?" with the tone rising slightly in the middle, but falling in the end. So there's a musical. Are you going to the party? Are you going to the party? So, rising and falling. It's not totally rising. That is first about the tone. Now, this falling tone creates the classic British melody. Let's try some more exercise. Take any sentence like, "I can't believe it. I can't believe it." Now, this is rising tone. Now, say again, once again, but let it fall then. "I can't believe it. I can't believe it." Now, focus on the space also. British English, tends to be slightly slower and more deliberate than American English. There's a natural elegance in the pacing. Now, each word has some space to breathe. Let's practice more slowly. I'm also trying to do it. I'm not into perfection, as I told you now and then. Now, your intention should be that your pronunciation improves automatically when you slow down. So, when we speak fast, what happens? One word get into another, and that is what American accent is like. And that I'm like, what, and they're mixing up all the words. Second technique, in the key British vowel sounds. Accents are built on vowels, you see. If you want to sound more like British, master this vowels sound is essential. Mastering this sound is essential. Now let's look at the three important vowels. in British that we have to emphasize. The long A sound. Words like bath, dance, chance. In many British accents, we usually use a long R instead of instead of but short of. Say bahat, bahat, bath. It's like H, bahat. It's not bad. The British O sound. It sounds like hot, not, lot. O is more rounded. Imagine your lips forming a small circle. Hot, not, lot, hot, not, lot. No, or the long oo sound. Third one. In British accent, you get a oo sound. Student, stu, student, stu, oo, student, student. Today, today. Music, music, music. Use one vowel sound and a short list of words around exaggerating the sound. The more you exaggerate doing practice, the more natural it will become in conversation. Third technique. Learn how the British R is working. R. And one of the biggest difference between British American is, for example, the British say hero and the people say American says hero, hero, R. American pronunciation is R, 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 and here R. The British often sound they non-aortic, non-rhotic, which means that R at the end of a word it's not pronounced strongly, often not pronounced at all. For example, it's car, not car. And the Americans say car, car, car. And when she say, British say car, tower, for example, tower, tower, car, car. R is not pronounced. R at the beginning of a word is pronounced, but softer than the American R. For example, red, red, road, rarely. We say, but rarely, rarely, rarely. Stress is in the second syllable. About curling your tongue too much. Keep it relaxed. It's not red, raw, not raw. And if it R is in the middle, it will be often smooth and light, very soft, very R is in between, very, very, very round, around, around. Now, if R is at the end, it's not soft, it's totally gone. You see, mostly silent unless followed by vowel. Far away, far away, then far. This is called the linking R, ra. That is pretty short sentence. There are four more chairs over there. Four more chairs, four more. Some are disappear and some connect. Now, if you practice it, dramatically improve your British accent. And not last, second last, the fourth one. Shadow native British speakers daily. Listen to British news. Try to copy them. Copying is also one technique of learning things. Shadowing is one of the most powerful pronunciation tools in the world. Shadow means speaking at the same time as a native speaker, imitating not just the words but the rhythm, the tone, the pause, the melody, and emotions. Find a short clip, maybe 20 to 30 seconds, from a British speaker you admire and try to imitate or shadow it. Some great sources, they include the BBC interviews, the British YouTubers, the TED Talks by British speakers, audiobooks read by British narrators. They'll tell you how to shadow it effectively. Listen first, don't speak. Then listen again, but focus on vowel shape, timing, word stress, the linking words. Speak along with the speaker now, almost like singing with a song. Record yourself and compare. Compare your speech and with that person. So in the beginning, it will feel strange, but after a few weeks, your mouth muscles begin to adapt, and you will get practice of rotating your mouth, opening your mouth, and speaking in that manner. So shedding is how actors also learn accents. It's how polyglots learn languages, and what beautifully for pronunciation. And the last but not the least, the fifth technique: train your mouth and muscles. Pronunciation is physical. You see, we often forget that pronunciation is not just mental; it's physical. If you are able to imitate the action of the mouth, then you get exact word. So, guys, your tongue, your lips, your jaw, breath, all shape your accent. If you want to change your pronunciation, you must train your mouth to move differently. Let's look at a few physical habits of British English. When you look at the mouth, what you'll find there? They have a very relaxed jaw. British speakers keep the jaw more relaxed compared to other accents. Now, this helps create a smoother vowel sound. Second, rounded lips, especially for the British O. O is rounded, hot, hot. Try saying not with tight lips, then with relaxed, rounded lips. The British version uses shapes. Third one, control breath. British English demands that often it has lighter breaths between words. So speak calmly, evenly, without pushing much air or too hard. The muscle training is an exercise, you see. So try to do this exercise. A simple routine that could be done daily. Say O, A, E, O slowly and rhythmically. Read a sentence with exaggerated mouth movements. Practice tongue placement for law, raw, and haw sounds. Finish with a slow reading of a paragraph. So this is a pronunciation workout like going to the gym for a accent. Now if you do that, it will be like as if you are going to a gym. So physical imitation or physical studying is a must. Now to sum up this episode, we can say that if you want to build a clear, confident British sound, then you should master the music, the intonation and rhythm of British language. Number two, train British vowel sound. Number three, learn how the British R works, the difference between British and American R. Shadow native speakers vary every day. Train your mouth. Pronunciation is physical, mind body. So, dear friends, hope you will like this episode. It will help you improving your pronunciation and developing a British accent. It's not a very quick, but it will help you as a quick fix. It's a journey, listening, practicing, adjusting, and refining. But with daily effort, even just 10 minutes a day, you will start to sound clearer, more confident, and more natural. So, friends, thank you for joining me on SSNAIR Voices podcast. If you found value in today's episode, please subscribe and share it with someone who wants to improve their English pronunciation. Until next time, keep speaking, keep practicing, and keep growing.